All right. Hello, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Daniel Phillips. I'm lucky enough to be Mike's best man. First, I'd like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Brophy, as well as Mr. and Mrs. Welsh, for putting together a beautiful wedding. I met Mike for the first time in the 4th grade. He was the skinniest and most quiet kid I ever met. Now, almost 20 years later, he hasn't changed. Well, much. I had a tough decision on what direction I wanted to take this speech. A few ideas I was throwing around, maybe talking about Mike and Julie's sweet proposal story, or how Mike will be such a great husband. I finally settled on writing about Mike's passion. We all know Mike is the type of guy that when he sees what he wants, he gets it. So just to give you all an example of how passionate Mike can be, I'd like to share with you the story of the McRib. This story begins when McDonald's took the McRib off the menu. Mike spiraled down into a deep depression. I've never seen him so low. After a week of not showering, shaving, or even leaving his room, he finally took matters into his own hands. He wrote draft after draft, creating, in my humble opinion, the greatest letter ever written. And sent it off to McDonald's headquarters. Thanks to the help of the Welshes, I was able to get my hands on a copy of this letter.
He doesn't pull 4 from the tree.
It reads, Dear Ronald McDonald, it has been brought to my attention that the McRib has been removed from the menu. I can only assume this is a tragic mistake. I have been a loyal Golden Card member since the early 90s. I beg you, please give back the McRib. I need this. Our community needs this. I've been losing weight, and I'm worried this could become a medical condition. I'm having a petition signed by everyone I know. So far, I just have myself, but soon this will spread like wildfire. I can be reached 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at goldenarchesfauxlife@gmail.com. Please respond as soon as possible. I love you. This is true. It is actually a true story. Well, to everyone's surprise, this actually paid off. Mike received a letter back apologizing for the inconvenience. He also received 2 free coupons for the McRib and the glorious news that the McRib would be back on menus nationwide. Mike's passions have evolved since then. But he still has the same dedication and devotion to the things he loves most. Julie, when Mike saw you, he knew you were the one. There was no keeping him from you. And since you two started going steady, Mike now trades his McRib for fruit. And I've never seen him happier. I'm so grateful to be part of this biggest day, of your biggest day. Mike, you're an extremely lucky man to have found and convinced Julie to marry you. She's a great catch. But Julie, Mike is one of my best friends. I've been friends with him for a long time, and he is the most genuine and kind-hearted guys I know. He cares about you more than anything, even the McRib. You're a lucky lady to be the one taking Mike off the market. You both have an amazing future to look forward to, and I wish you nothing but the best. I know you guys will have a beautiful marriage. I love you guys. Congratulations. Cheers to Mike and Julie.